I can't even say, hey, let's win the series against the Reds. Give me one, and let's see what happens. That's where I'm at right now. I'm sorry. The only thing that I can guarantee here in this series is that Chandler Simpson will probably have, 4 or 5 stolen bases. That's about it.
You are Locked On Rays, your daily Tampa Bay Rays podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome into Locked On Rays, your daily podcast covering everything Tampa Bay Rays, from game analysis to player interviews. We've got you covered with all the latest news and insights. My name is Captain Weiss.
I'm Ulises Sambrano,
bringing you expert analysis and passionate discussions about our beloved Rays.
We're here to break down every play, every trade, and every milestone. In fact, this is our 7th season covering the Rays daily.
So grab your favorite Rays gear and settle in as we discuss what looks like the battle of mid between the Rays and the Reds in Cincinnati, a battle of speed between Elly De La Cruz, Jose Caballero, and Chandler Simpson, of course, and baseball trivia and Name That War to close out this Friday episode.
Yes, but before we get to all of that, I got to tell you that this episode is brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Cincinnati, the land of almost Kevin Weiss.
Yes.
It's where the Rays are traveling. You want to specify why I say that, Kevin?
The land of almost Kevin Weiss?
Yes.
Yeah, so I grew up in the Southern Indiana area, and Cincinnati Reds games are what was on the television screen, and they were about 2 hours away from us. And I have relatives, namely my sister, that lives in Cincinnati. So I still have yet to go to a Reds game this decade because the travel hasn't worked out, but I have toured the bandbox that is Great American Ballpark. And let me just say, like, Cincinnati is a really great baseball town. I feel bad for the city in general because they've had to root for losers for so long. Just teams that don't make the playoffs very often and finish like 78 and 84 or something like that. That is the like regular standard record for the Reds. We're going to play 162 and we'll win about 78 games and finish 3rd or 4th in the NL Central.
That's like baseball penitentiary, or what's the when it's not the bad place, but it's like the middle place when you
purgatory.
Die. Thank you.
They're like the Miami Dolphins of baseball.
It's the baseball purgatory to be like a 78 win team. Like there's just no hope. It's just mid. It's just going. That's rough. And also, is it too easy to make the comparison that Cincinnati is a great baseball town, but that's the kind of baseball that they watch regularly, at least for the last 20, 30 years?
Right.
Is it the same as Pittsburgh? Is it an easy comp? Or
I think that's a very fair comp. I mean, same division, great baseball town.
Yeah.
Although I think Pittsburgh is more synonymous with the Steelers than
fair
Reds with.
But man, in the 70s, they were just a machine.
Yeah, that's the thing is like some of these old time superstar, like that is what I feel Pittsburgh and the Reds hang their hats on. Or look at all these great players we had in the 70s. we have Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, and Barry Larkin in the 90s. That's exactly. That's what we've got. And Elly De La Cruz, evidently, and Ken Griffey Jr. when he wasn't hurt. But
and we're talking about the fact that they're kind of average, because when you look at what they've done in 2025, it's across the board. Like in hitting, 16th in average, 15th in on base, 16th in OPS, 20th in home runs, 11th in runs, 14 in stolen bases. It's like they're just your average team heading for that 78 to 82 win, window.
And don't look now. I mean, the Rays are kind of in the same boat. I mean, I know some of the statistical categories are different and there's much variance there, but both these teams at the end of the day are 53 and 50. So 78 to 82 to 84 wins might be what we're bargaining for. And I've got one, if I may one up you on the mid average category for the Reds. Yes, battle of mid this series. Let's hope the Rays don't get swept. The Reds are tied for 16th in team OPS.
Mhm.
They are tied for 16th in team ERA, and they are 16th in defensive runs saved. That is almost like impossible to have like all those three major categories to
Yeah.
be in the same ranking system, if you will. And really for the Rays, I mean, if we're just talking about pitching matchups and facing the Reds, to me, looking up and down the lineup of Cincinnati, I think it's pretty easy. It's just a case of there's one big name to circle on the lineup card, and that is, of course, Elly De La Cruz. Between his power, his speed, the extra base hits, and what he can do. Hopefully, you can get him to strike out a bunch of times because he's also known for that. But it's not like a murderer's row of dudes in that lineup. Then again, the Rays just came off a series against the White Sox where I don't know if there was anybody to circle on that lineup card. So
was there? Yeah, the rookie called Montgomery or something. Like it wasn't great. I don't know, man.
And we're playing in Great American Ballpark, which it's up there with the Rockies and the Diamondbacks and the Red Sox and the Twins as being bandboxes as far as park factors.
Bandboxes
the ball can fly out in the summer in Cincinnati.
And Zack Littell is pitching on Friday, and he has been just a kind of a home run machine. Yeah, have they been soloed? Yeah, they have been soloed. So, you'll take one run over 2-3, but that's going to be a very stressful game for Rays fans to watch on Friday evening. Is hoping that Zack Littell never really has a lot of base runners because the home runs are going to come against Zack Littell. He's going to allow one or two. Just make it so that they're solo home runs and not the others. And now Ryan Pepiot on Saturday, Shane Baz on Friday.
Or Sunday.
Sunday, sorry. How confident are you coming in after a Chicago White Sox series loss to play in Cincinnati, Kevin? Are you feeling like, hey, this is a great time for the Rays to just kind of wash that away? Or are you thinking the boys are probably not at their best spirits and I am thinking the worst right now?
Yeah, I'm not confident in anything right now. With Zack Littell, and if we're being frank, this very well could be Zack Littell's final start in a Rays uniform with his $6 million contract and his free agency after this year. And you mentioned the home runs. Like, if you look at the pitching matchups Friday through Sunday, Zack Littell is really the only guy that has a leg up on the opposing starter, Nick Martinez. His numbers are through and through better than Nick Martinez. But Pepiot versus Andrew Abbott, Abbott is something special.
Yes.
I mean, arguably better, more talented than Ryan Pepiot, at least so far this year. And then Shane Baz and Brady Singer, that's a toss-up. Those guys are basically similar in and out, except for, Shane Baz might rack up a couple more strikeouts. But again, Shane Baz, how many earned runs did he give up against the White Sox? So that's why I have hesitation and pause. And, I'm almost at the point of, I can't even say, hey, let's win the series against the Reds. Give me one and let's see what happens. Let's hope we can win on Friday, where Zack Littell only gives up 3 solo home runs and the Rays find a way to score 5 runs. That's where I'm at right now. I'm sorry. The only thing that I can guarantee here in this series is that Chandler Simpson will probably have, 4 or 5 stolen bases. That's about it.
If we are entering the doom and gloom section of this pod episode, maybe that's what the rest of 2025 could be. It's just waiting for Junior Caminero to do cool things with the power, and waiting for Chandler Simpson to do cool things on the bases, and that's what we can hang our hat on for 2025. But let's hope not, because I want to tackle something that you said about Shane Baz and Brady Singer. But first, Kevin, we got to tell folks something very important on the Locked On Rays podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Have you ever decided at the last minute to head to a ball game with friends or family? I know Kevin and I have. You want to see your Rays, and you can do that by using Game Time, because you can save so much money on the tickets, and that extra money you save, you can splurge it on food, drinks, merch, whatever you want. You should know Game Time is the official ticketing partner of Locked On MLB, and that makes it super easy to browse the app for an exciting upcoming MLB game. For example, the Athletics are coming. why not see a game or two? Because the Rays will be playing a lot of away games. So don't wait today. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. You were talking about the Sunday matchup between Shane Baz and Brady Singer.
Mhm.
They are very similar right now in what's going on with their 2025. I do have to, and this is not for you because I know exactly what you mean when you're saying it's a toss-up, but I feel like Rays fans, we get usually overly sensitive about our pitching prowess.
Correct.
And so I think that when a Rays fan listens, Shane Baz is the same as Brady Singer, how dare you? Kevin, I think we're on the same page that we mean results-wise.
Yeah.
They've been kind of very similar between Singer and Shane Baz this season. Stuff-wise and what we think that could happen and who has the higher ceiling, yeah, I think we both lean towards Shane Baz. But
Right.
I just wanted to make that note that it's results-based. Like we have to sometimes put away the potential and the high ceiling stuff to like, hey, what can we expect this weekend?
Right. Yeah. And here's the thing. I mean, Brady Singer has had a more successful career than Shane Baz. He's actually stayed healthy, and it's kind of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, where he has a good season, a bad season, a good season. But
Yeah.
he had a couple really impressive seasons with Kansas City. Like, I think a 3.5 WAR season and nearly a 5 WAR season. Like, he's put up 3.2, 3.7 ERAs and 180 innings pitched. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a longer, more sustainable track record than Shane Baz. Yeah, I'm sure Shane Baz has the better true stuff, but as of Friday, July 25th, 2025, I can't say that, Shane Baz is going to, go toe to toe and be just as good as Brady Singer in this start. I mean, we've seen it time and time again where a guy we've never heard of or a guy that we don't expect to be successful against the Rays pitches a gem. I could totally see a situation or scenario in this universe where Brady Singer throws 7 shutout innings or something like that. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but it's certainly possible.
It's certainly possible, and hopefully that doesn't happen on Sunday, and Shane Baz can be that guy that can give you 8 innings of shutout baseball. But going into that bandbox of Great American Ballpark, which, by the way, I think it's rated 3rd, tied with the D-backs, Chase Field on Park Factor. So basically, you should be getting a lot more offense than you would normally at a normal park. It's above average. Now,
we're looking at you, Yandy Diaz, and Junior Caminero. I fully expect Junior to get at least one dinger in this series, whether it's straight away, oppo, or pulled.
Yeah, I need Junior to do his thing. I want Yandy to go oppo. Now, with Chandler Simpson and Elly De La Cruz, I think we should have a prop bet between both of them. Is it fair to say that there will be over under 6 stolen bases between Chandler and Elly?
Yeah, I would take the over, honestly. And we can't even discount Caballero. Caballero quietly steals a bunch of bases as well. I mean,
he's the leader right now. He's the leader of MLB.
Between all 3 of them. But yes, I think the excitement factor between what's De La Cruz going to do in this series with his legs and what is Simpson going to do with his legs is something to behold. I think, and actually, before we get into this a little bit further, who would you rather have on your roster the next 5 years? De La Cruz or Simpson? It's kind of tough, actually.
Yes, but if we want to be impartial, you gotta take You got to take De La
Yes.
Cruz.
I get the home runs, but I also think about how many years Rays rosters have been saddled with guys that strike out a bunch of times.
That's very true.
And, Simpson has a more contact-oriented approach at the
Yes.
plate, which I think is extremely beneficial. And to me, I think that De La Cruz could be so aggressive at times that it sets him back, whether it's swinging the bat or running the bases. Look, he is as talented as they come. Like, I don't know where these guys that are 6'5" or 6'7" and being able to do it all between him and O'Neal Cruz.
I feel like it's like a Marvel movie where they're just like in a room, just like doing Elly De La Cruz's and Aaron Judge's and like just making these superhero baseball players come out of nowhere. But look, I think we know that Chandler Simpson, he's a different type of player because that OPS is fake. That OPS is fake because I don't care if he dribbles one to the pitcher and then is safe at first, then he proceeds to steal second base. That's a double, baby.
Yeah,
that's a double.
How many guys besides Simpson can beat out routine grounders to first base regularly?
Routine.
That is the guy that we're dealing with. And it's funny, it's very prescient, this conversation, because MLB.com put out a poll among fellow MLB players of, hey, who's the fastest guy in baseball? And pitchers and position players voted on it. And Chandler Simpson was tops among all of them. And while he doesn't necessarily, what's that?
By a lot, 96 votes, and he got 40 of them.
Yes.
The next guys were Bobby Witt and Elly at 17 votes each.
And honestly, if Simpson had been in the majors for a little bit longer, like a full year and a half, he might have gotten more votes because he'd be more familiar to the audience. Now, he is only, quote unquote, only sixth in the majors in sprint speed at 29.9 feet per second. But it's his acceleration out of the box that makes a difference. No runner this season covers more ground than Simpson in his first 1.5 seconds after leaving the batter's box, 33.5 feet on average. Moreover, nobody has a faster average time from home to first. That's what's important. Home to first. I will take that over sprint speed every day of the week. 3.95 seconds is the home to first time for Chandler Simpson. And you look at some of these quotes, and it's something that we've been saying all season, is that he creates an intimidation factor for the opposing defense and the opposing pitcher when not only he gets to first or second or third, but when he's in the batter's box. Because again, a dribbler, a bunt, a routine, sharply hit ground ball to short or second, he can find a way to either make it a bang-bang play and cause a mistake, or make it or be safe by a stride length.
Well, you just said it. 3.95 seconds. Just in your head, count 4 seconds. That's how quickly the ball makes contact with the bat. And now the fielder has only 4 seconds to get everything smooth.
Yes.
So there's a little bump in the dirt. There's a little bit of hesitation, grabbing the seams of the ball, anything, and he is safe. Yeah. And they know
no ball flips, Wander.
Exactly.
Ball flips would not work.
You can't do that with Chandler. And so there's that added composure of the fielders before the play is done, right? Then you have while the play is being made. And then you have when he's on base, everybody's on edge. The second baseman, the shortstop, like he's going. Who's covering? Right. You're covering? Okay. So like they're uber focused on that. Then the pitcher is now half and half between the batter and the runner. And now you're thinking, if he's going to steal, I'm probably going to throw more fastballs. And who's behind him? A guy like Yandy Diaz, who's hitting 420 for fastball since like June 1st.
Right.
It's right now that combination is working extremely well. You have to have somebody who has two qualities behind Chandler Simpson. Not a swing and miss home run type guy, which Yandy isn't, and a guy who destroys fastballs, because you're going to see more fastballs with Chandler on the bases. And Yandy Diaz is that perfect guy behind Chandler Simpson right now.
I like it. Let's keep it rolling. Let's just hope everybody else in the lineup does their part as well. For the record, De La Cruz is in the 91st percentile in sprint speed this season. His 30.2 feet per second sprint speed in 2023 and 2024 was second to Bobby Witt Jr. But Elly he's a guy that seemingly doesn't care. It's Verde every time. He's running. He just wants to run and run and run. Which 2024, again, I think people overlook the fact that he had 25 homers and 67 stolen bases. There's not many 25-60 guys or 20-60 guys in baseball by any means. But and here's the other thing too. Chandler Simpson is actually older than Elly De La Cruz. And De La Cruz has been doing the thing in the majors for 3 seasons now. So yeah, he's pretty special by all accounts, of course. I'll just list out some of the other guys that people voted for in this poll and article. Bobby Witt Jr., he's a unicorn, of course. Corbin Carroll, unicorn. Byron Buxton, when he's healthy, he's a unicorn. Pete Crow Armstrong, same thing. Turner with the Phillies, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Hae-Sung Kim. Not Ha-Sung Kim, but Hae-Sung Kim with the Dodgers, which can get confusing because he's also a middle infielder with a very similar first and last name. But whatever happens in this series, I think we're going to get excitement between Simpson, between De La Cruz, between Caminero, and hopefully Yandy Diaz and some others, and the ballpark. I think it could be an eventful series, maybe a stress-inducing, hair-pulling inducing series, but I would imagine there'll be some pretty good action taking place this weekend.
Let's hope that's the case. And I want to see some power from Junior, maybe some scoreless innings by Shane Boss would probably give us a really good opportunity here to take a W when you need it, because the Rays are playing the next 22 games, 19 on the road. Oh, and then when you have those 3 games at home, it's against the bleeping LA Dodgers. So tough road in the next 22, but we've got so much more. We got baseball trivia and Name That War. But first, we got to tell you something very important on the Locked On Rays podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Today's episode is brought to you by Game Day Hue, and that is the hat that both Ulysses and I are wearing right now. For Rays fans like me and you and everybody else, this hat hits the mark. Game Day Hue, they make clean, no-logo gear with team-inspired colorways for every pro and college fan base. It's all about letting your colors speak for you. None of those giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day, on the course, or anywhere in between. And in addition to hats, I love a good hat on the golf course, but what I like even more on the golf course is gloves, golf gloves, and Game Day Hue has this. It is not just hats. They also have their split shade gloves made for the golf course, which is also the perfect gift for the fan who has everything. I actually have not used this golf glove yet because I admire the look and the color and the leather. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to get dirt on it. I just want to savor it, if you will. But I will try it out probably this weekend, actually. And you should too. Get the hats, get the gloves, get everything they have to offer. Right now, you can get 15% off with code MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDay, HUE.com. Let your colors talk, because colors speak louder than words. That's GameDayHue.com, code MLB15.
Kevin, it's that time.
Yes.
Baseball trivia. Look at that. Night Driving is on the speakers and for baseball trivia today, folks. I think we got a good one. Cincinnati Reds. We've been talking a lot about them. Well, guess what? Baseball trivia has a lot to do with it, because I have in front of me the top 10 Reds players who have the most hits in the Reds franchise. Top 10.
Okay.
Kevin, I need you to name 5 of these Reds legends.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose is correct with 3,358.
Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench is number 6 with 2,000 48.
Barry Larkin.
Barry Larkin is number 2 on the list with 2,340.
Brandon Phillips.
Brendan Phillips is number 10 on the list. Very nicely done with 1,774.
Tony Perez
Is number 7 on the list. And Kevin with 1,934. You get them. Like,
Hey,
that
they were
was
on TV every night growing up. So
there you go. I knew you would
down.
kill this. Very good. Okay, so the complete list is Pete Rose, Barry Larkin, David Concepcion, number 3, Bit McPhee, number 4, Joey Votto, number 5, Johnny Bench, Tony Perez, Vala Pinson, Ed Roosh, and I think it's Ed Roosh, and Brandon Phillips, number 10.
All right.
Very
Very
nicely done, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My Name That War question, also a Reds player, former Reds player, I should say, back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean 2000s. Jay Bruce, what is his Baseball Reference career WAR?
Oh, man, that was a fun guy.
Top prospect at one point.
Top prospect, and he was like Adam Dunn Jr. Like, you've seen Adam Dunn, and then Jay Bruce came up, and you're like, oh, my God, they got another one of those?
Yeah, they cloned him.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously he did not have as many home runs as Adam Dunn, but I'm going to say Jay Bruce was in the league for around like 8 to 10 years. I think his last year was with the Yankees like 3-4 years ago. And he with like Tulowitzki and stuff like that. So that was like, what was happening there? I'm going to say that for like, he didn't have a big glove. I don't remember that. So he doesn't get any positional advantage there in WAR. I'm going to say for a good 3 years, he was like a 3 WAR player. So that would give him a 9. And then for the next 6 years, let's say he was like just about replaceable with 1. So 6 plus 9, that's 15. Maybe let's give him 17 WAR for Jay Bruce.
Okay, that is your guess. Jay Bruce was a 3-time All-Star, a 2-time Silver Slugger. He had a career OPS plus of 108, career OPS of 781, 244 career batting average. He played in the league for 14 seasons, 9 with the Reds, 3 with the Mets, 2 with the Phillies, and spent some time with the Mariners, Guardians, and Yankees. Actually, it was then the Indians, but he was, I think, most known for his time with the Reds. And I counted, I think, 5 30-plus homer seasons. So, yes, he was a Adam Dunn light in stature, weight, and home runs, because Adam Dunn was, instead of 30 or 35, I'm going to give you 40 or 45. I got a bunch of times. Jay Bruce, you're right. He does not get much of a bump defensively as a right fielder and first baseman. Total home runs, by the way, 319. And we bottle all that together. I'm not going to go through all the line items here, but his career WAR, your guess was 17?
17.
Bad. 19.7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the ballpark.
You know what if I would have known instead of 8 to 10 years, it would have been like, what'd you say, 15 years?
14.
Yeah. I think I would have gotten there.
Yeah. No, you did very good. We knocked it out of the park with trivia and Name That War.
Let's go. And you know what? Let's hope that Junior Caminero does exactly that. He hits it out of the park, and I want Chandler Simpson to run wild on the bases. We need this Series W, people. We need it like we need oxygen, like we need our coffee, like we need game day hue. Okay? We need it. Let's get that W, people. Also, write in the comments what you expect out of this weekend series, because we really enjoy reading all your comments, and you guys have been killing it this week. Really. The comments on YouTube have been awesome to follow, and I see like people are like responding to each other and like growing a community, and that's really, really cool. So keep doing that. You guys are helping us a lot by hitting that like button, by subscribing, and by writing those comments. So keep it up. Thank you.
It also helps that I created an AI chat bot that just posts comments, then responds. So we don't know what's real and what's not.
Wait,
real.
So you're telling me Rain Man, Goulet, Elephant 2024, all of these guys are all you? Man,
it's all me. You did not know that? Yeah. Hey, breaking news. Everybody.
Jack Voorhees, he's not real. Man, all right, fine.
There might be 1 or 2 real people, but it's mostly bots. Like
Thank you, Elon.
Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, of course. We appreciate the comments. Keep them coming. You can also email us, lockedonrays@gmail.com. Appreciate those voice memos if you could send those our way, or just message, DM, or YouTube comment. Sometimes we read those as well. In the meantime, thank you for making Locked On Rays your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long, local analysis on a national scale. You can find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on the YouTubes or wherever you listen to those podcasts.